Hey, what is going on YouTube? Hey, around here, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a quick overview, more of a stats look. Unfortunately, I did not get any time this morning to take these ships into battle, both the La Foudre and the Caprice, but I did get some B-roll footage for you guys here and a complete overview of the stats. So if you want some footage, I will link the Wargaming stream down below. They actually played it today. They're probably still playing it right now. But honestly, guys, this is just a slightly watered down John Bart. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was, but it's not that bad. You do lose 1 second off of your reload, so instead of like 22, it's 23. You do lose a kilometer of range, and you do lose a little bit of shell grouping with the same dispersion. So and in trade you get better secondaries, the same armor, and a pretty good AA suite, as you can see there. But in my opinion, this is just it's not a bait and switch, but it is a sales tactic to get people to buy the John Bart. That is not exactly the John Bart. I just want everyone to be aware of that. I don't fault Wargaming necessarily for doing this. The John Bart is one of the best performing Tier 7 battleships, combined with the players that sit at the back of the map. If this thing were to be sold again, I could just see another John Bart apocalypse. I don't know how I feel about that, but that is for you guys to determine. We will try and get some gameplay tonight on stream. We are back. Despite how the Buckeyes did and how I'm feeling, we'll be streaming tonight. The armor profile is exactly the same. You can see it has the 32mm bow there. A little bit of a turtleback armor scheme. It's got the slanted slope there on the outer armor instead of the citadel plating itself. Still definition, I guess, a turtleback. The French they are known for having very good armor. But also they take penetrations and HE damage from 203mm cruisers very easily with that 32mm plating. So prone to fire, prone to damage from cruisers with a 203 caliber. Other than that, the ship it's a John Bart with a pirate themed camo. So if you want to pick it up, it will be available in the store on December 1st for 17,500 doubloons. On top of that, we have the commander here, which I will go ahead and link in. I took this from the screenshot of the Legend stream. Michael Leterre, the French, looks like a brawling commander here with the base trait of the ship's AT-BA shell damage. And for everyone who is just adamant that it's different, it is, but it's the new word for secondaries, anti-torpedo battery armament. It's basically the new word for secondaries, which we already knew, but about 8 people thought that they had to insert that in there for the last video. With the new base trait at the bottom of I'll be back. Fire duration when damage control party is on cooldown and flooding damage to your ship. So basically a survivability perk, which helps with the brawling. That is what they want you to do with this ship. So that is a first look at the La Foudre. Like I said, I will link the Wargaming stream down below if you guys want some gameplay footage. Again, we will play it tonight on stream around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And but no gameplay in this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the La Caprice, the next ship that is available. All right, so next we have the Caprice, not La Caprice. It is the Le Fantasque upgraded. And I went ahead and went over the stats here, but I realized that I did not have the Fantasque. I know, boo me, boo this man. So this is only compared to the base Fantasque without any of the module upgrades, so you need to keep that in mind. It looks like it has better health than the base Fantasque. The guns are the same, but the reload is slower on the Caprice compared to the Fantasque, as well as having slightly longer torpedo reload, but you do have better torpedo range, as well as a 1 knot better speed there. The AA defense is better, but again, we don't know if that is with the hull upgrade on the Fantasque, so it's, I think, 18 or 19, and I do compare these after this. As well as the maneuverability, it is very fast with a good rudder shift and a good turning circle, so you can be zooming around the map. The concealment also base is slightly better at 6.9 to 6.6 there. Now this is something that is nice for the Caprice. You can trade out the main battery reload booster for the smoke generator, the short duration smoke generator consumable here that is unique to the British. On top of that, you are able to switch the main, the engine boost for the hydro here. I did not place it in. On top of that, the Caprice also can fire single fire torpedoes as indicated here from the screenshot from the Legends stream. We'll go ahead and review the Fantasque stats here. Slightly worse health. The artillery is better in terms of its reload. Torpedoes, you get a little bit better reload for worse range and 1 knot speed there. I'm sure you can play with that to make this thing either a deadly gunboat with good torpedoes or a very good torpedo boat. The AA defense, like we mentioned, is slightly worse there, but I don't know without the hull upgrade. And the maneuverability, you do have a little worse rudder time on the Fantasque, as well as a slightly worse concealment. Now, again, with the hull upgrade and different things, I forget how it works for destroyers at this point in time, and I don't have it fully upgraded. So that is something you guys can compare with at home if you have it. But just know that I think the Caprice is going to be the slightly better boat compared to the La Foudre, in my opinion. That British short duration smoke and hydro combination is deadly in any ship. Now, there's something you need to keep in mind is you're going 40 knots there, and if you keep the engine boost consumable, you might run out of your smoke. So make sure you're paying attention to that comparatively. Now, we did not throw on a commander here. I honestly forgot about the commanders, but we'll go ahead and throw her up on screen here. So the commander we have for her is the Miss Ariadne Davis. Again, these will be separate. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, available for 5,000 doubloons apiece, as well as Mr. Mikel. But Ariadne is a British commander, which might be nice with her base trait here, torpedo launcher reload time, as well as a cooldown for all consumables, which will help that hydro and that smoke that is unique to the British TDs. It looks like more of a torpedo-focused build here. You can see it there in the few slots, with her unique perk being in the second slot there, being very helpful for the British destroyers, as you can see torpedo damage when launching 1x1, as well as smokescreen dispersion time. The smokescreen dispersion is nice, but the torpedoes 1x1, I don't even use those too often unless a target is sitting bow on and they haven't moved. I end up missing more torpedoes than I hit with a single fire. But that is her unique base trait, and those are the ships. I am hesitant to tell you guys to rush out and buy these. If I had to choose one, it'd probably be the Caprice. The John Bart looked, especially on stream, a little lackluster comparatively. But again, we will play both ships and trying to get you guys a full, thorough, first look with gameplay. I apologize for that, but this is the only thing we could come up with now. So be cautious. They are available in crates. The pirate chests, I think you have to buy them with real money and you get doubloons as well as a chance. Or I don't know if there's additional crates to come. As well as, you can purchase these ships outright in the store on December 1st. That is the news. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Is this a reskin? Is this kind of a disappointment? I'm going to try and hold most of my opinions until we actually play the ship and get a first look, but I think they just should have released the John Bart. Who cares? The game is already, the gameplay is hit or miss some days, so why not just release it and have a host of battleships? Just my only true ask is that we get more legendary cruisers. That is, come on, guys. One day, one thing at a time here, but that has got to be like top of the list. Hindenburg, Zal, Venezia, Des Moines, or we already have Des Moines, etc. You guys know. But yeah, that is the video. Those are the two ships and the two unique commanders. Sorry about the lack of gameplay, but it's all we got. I will link the legend stream down below if you really want to look at those. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hey, run out. Peace.